Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Helen Plan. I am your host in the Aura Academy YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am a Hay House author, Aura Color Intuitive, third generation Feng Shui master, certified crystal healer, painter, and angel channeler. In this video, I'm going to introduce you the Soul Aura Color Quiz to identify your soul's purpose, and also give you a little tip of how you can work with this Pluto just turned in sign of Aquarius, and what is going to impact to your soul's journey in terms of your soul lessons and soul wounds in the next 20 years. So if you like my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for the newest updates. I release new videos every Friday. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Soul Aura Color Quiz. I created the Aura Color Wheel system based on a decade of my spiritual work and experience. I am a diligent student of spiritual wisdoms for self-discovery. Around 2011, 2010, actually, I have a severe episode of anxiety and depression, and that got me into starting doubting life, who am I? Why am I really here? How can I really be happy? So those are the fundamental questions that I started to ask around that time. So it's more than a decade ago. So I become a diligent student for any spiritual wisdom for self-discovery, like Western and Vedic astrology, genie keys, human design, enneagram, and of course, because I'm a third generation Feng Shui master, so I'm also familiar with the Chinese zodiac, Feng Shui birth element and Gua number and numerology. So after I've been studying more than a decade of all the spiritual wisdoms on self-discovery journey, I channel with my spirit team the Aura Color Wheel system, and I'm currently writing a book with Hay House Publishing, and it's going to come out in 2025. It's a system that helps you to identify your soul aura color and what it says about your soul gift archetype, soul wounds, and soul lessons. Now, first of all, I want to explain to you what is aura, right? I think if you are spiritual, most of you know a little bit about aura. It's the electromagnetic field, like egg shapes all around our body, and it's the energy that we radiate out. And there are 3 types of aura colors, because when I mention you take the quiz to find out your aura color, then you will probably ask, but it can change minute to minute, second to second, depends on your mood. What you're talking about is your mood aura color. And yes, this color changes all the time, depends on the activity you're doing. Are you meditating or are you being angry? And depending on who you're interacting with, right? Is it your soulmate, or is it is your enemy? Or also the environment you are at. Are you at a peaceful, holistic space, or are you in a noisy, annoying work environment, or whatever it is? So your mood aura color changes all the time. And there is the second type of aura color that stays semi-permanent, so it changes not as often, and that's your personality aura. So your personality aura is literally just like your personality type, it changes probably during the progression of your growth, during say maybe your aura color during your baby age is different than your adolescent age, and then it's a little bit different than when you grow up a little bit or older in your life, because as your soul progresses, you naturally, your personality traits does change a bit. Okay, so that's more of the semi-permanent aura color, the energy that you radiate, and that's a deeper layer of your in your auric field, because typically as an aura intuitive, you can immediately pick up people's aura of the mood aura. And then the third type of aura color that this quiz is going to identify is actually your soul aura color. Now, your soul aura color is the most permanent aura color of the 3 types of auras. So your soul aura color literally is the energy that your soul, when it incarnated into your body, what color it radiates, right, at the time. And it only changes when there is really significant events happen in your life, like life or death, like kind of your near-death experience, or traumatic events like your loved ones pass away, or your accidents, or you're diagnosed with a terminal disease, things that are pretty significant. Then your soul aura color will change, as well as some events that your soul really evolve, like you are, kind of transforming yourself into a new, like you rebirth in a newer version of you. That's when your soul aura color changes as well. So that's why it's always good to go back and take this 20-question quiz when you feel like your soul aura color might be shifting. That's most of the time I find that is when your soul gift archetype can also change. So it's a dynamic system. It changes. It's not like permanent. It's not like your zodiac sign, your sun signs never change. So it's good to retake it from time to time, and especially during this huge significant astrological event that just happened 3 days ago. It's the planet of Pluto. So Pluto is the ruling planet for transformation and renewal, and it's just changed sign from Capricorn into Aquarius. So I'm sure that you're going to be impacted in some way, with this big, shift, because it lasts 21 years. So it's not a planet that changes signs frequently. So in this video, I'm going to help you to identify which area of your life might be impacted of this astrological event, right? So first of all, there are 5 steps that you can do. First, I will encourage you to find out where is Pluto in your chart, in which house, right? For example, in my personal chart, Pluto is in the 4th house. So the 4th house is the ruler for home and family, your psychological foundation, and your private self, right? So this is very likely the area of my life that is going to impact for the next 20 years. So step 2. So the next step is to find out, okay, so what is the original sign for 4th house, right? What is the original ruler sign for 4th house? And that's Cancer. Cancer is the ruler for your home, family, and your private self. So, okay, so the third step, the next step is you can find out where Cancer is, in which house in your birth chart. So I will locate my Cancer is in the 12th house in my personal birth chart. So that's the 12th house is the ruler of deep transformation actually, and karma. So it's pretty significant to me. So it's the 12th house is about spiritual evolution, transformation, death and rebirth, and karmic healing, and all kinds of deep stuff, right? So the 4th step, so after you locate your Pluto's house, the original sign for ruling that house is Cancer, and then which this particular sign in which house is in your chart. The next step you want to find out is your Aquarius. What planets are in Aquarius for you? So in Aquarius, for me personally, I don't have any big planets, but I do have asteroids. So don't forget those tiny asteroids in your birth chart as well. So I have Ceres. So Ceres is a smaller asteroid in the 7th house in Aquarius. So find out as many as planets in Aquarius for you. my personal, I only have one asteroid, Ceres in Aquarius. And Ceres is the planet of unconditional love or nurturing. So it's represented the capacity of me loving myself and others unconditionally. So that's like the how. It's almost like how it's going to impact your family and house and the karmic. So kind of, so that's the steps, the 5 steps. So the interpretation or the reading that I would give myself is that for the next 20 years when Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, how it's going to impact my personal area is that it's going to impact my karmic. It's going to revolve in a karmic healing of my family relationships through loving myself and others unconditionally. So that's one interpretation, because like the planet in Aquarius, it's how or through what, and where, like which area is the Pluto, the house of Pluto in, and also the house of the ruling side of that area that you identify where Pluto is in. So those 2 houses are the impacted areas, and the planet of in Aquarius in your chart is how it's going to go through. So that's the 5 steps I would say to kind of work with these Pluto changing signs into Aquarius, but in your personal perspective, right? So for me, it's pretty major because I'm literally healing my karma from my family relationships, and love is the answer, right? So this is how you can interpret your personal chart. And also for significant events like this, I would recommend for those of you, even, I have more than 10,000 respondents for the quiz who have taken the quiz. It might change your, soul gift archetypes a little bit, or you might, discover that you have already learned some soul lessons that you can incorporate in your soul wound healing, and things like that. So if you haven't taken the quiz, it's super fun, and it takes about 8 to 9 minutes to take. The average time for people who have taken the quiz is like 7 minutes and 35 seconds, something like that. So I think it's worth you to take 10 minutes of your day to kind of reflect upon your soul's purpose. I've been reflecting on it for the past 12 years in my life. So I'm feeling super empowered and also on purpose to share this wisdom with you in this channel. So the link to take the quiz is below. It's just on my homepage, helencreatesbeauty.com. And if you want to understand this system a little deeper, I also have a free download, the Soul Aura Color Wheel system, manual that you can understand a little bit deeper of the system. It's based on a lot of the chakra system. And also, if you want to see, there is an interview of me on this system, the Aura Color Wheel, in the previous video in the YouTube channel. And I was named actually a visionary educator in my Flowing with My Rainbow course. And this is a course that I offer based on the Aura Color Wheel system. If you want to check it out, the link is also below. And I hope this week you're going to do some self-reflection on your soul's path forward. It's also a great thing to do, reflection to do before we start a year. I'm saying Lunar New Year, I guess, because it's in February. So I hope I will see you next time in my YouTube channel. And in the meantime, please take the quiz. And don't forget to comment below what is your soul aura color, because you can find out your soul aura color tribe. And I noticed a lot of respondents find out that their spouse or their significant partner has a complementary soul aura color to theirs. For example, if your soul aura color is towards more of the yellow, orange, like reddish like spectrum, you will find out your partner is typically like in the green, blue spectrum of, literally complementary, I guess the opposite, a trap. And then you will find out your good friends that you're vibing with, they have a very similar soul aura color to yours. And the friends that you like to, consult with, you feel comfortable with, you want to ask opinion or advice about, they tend to typically also be on the complementary side spectrum. So yeah, let me know if you, how do you find the soul aura color quiz? I can't see what your soul aura color tribe is. So I will see you next week.